Great. Thank you, Kathy. And thank you, everybody, for joining us today. We appreciate you all wanting to learn more about this program. I'm going to give you a quick overview of Tree Folks, a little bit of our history, and then hand it over to Collin to give you more in-depth detail of the Carbon Project. So as mentioned, we are Tree Folks. We are a nonprofit here in Central Texas. Our mission is empowering Central Texans to build stronger communities through planting and caring for trees. We've been around for about 30 years, and for the first 20, we were a pretty small shop. We had about 3 staff max, and most of what we did was funding came from the city of Austin, and we would plant trees along right-of-ways, in parks, and give away trees just here in Austin, which was good for a while and worked for us, but we wanted to do more and weren't really sure how to do that. We added some educational components and worked with some corporate groups and lots of volunteers, just the normal urban forestry route. But then this happened. The Bastrop County Complex Fire happened in 2011 on Labor Day, and it burned through 34,000 acres of land in Bastrop County, which is the county to our east. It was mostly private land that was affected, but 95% of Bastrop State Park was burned as well. After this fire happened, we were approached by Bastrop County, the Texas Forest Service, and the Arbor Day Foundation as the nonprofit partner to come up with a plan to reforest all the property that was affected. So we came up with the Bastrop County Community Reforestation Project, and our plan was to plant 2.2 million trees in 5 years. And we did that last year. We planted the last 2 millionth tree in 2016. Some of those trees that were planted in the first year are now 8 feet tall and bearing cones. So it was a successful program, and we kind of got our first large-scale reforestation program under our belt. After that natural disaster, we thought we would kind of be out of the reforestation game. But then this is Central Texas after all, and in 2015, the Memorial Day flood happened to the county to our east, or to our south, excuse me, Hays County, and it devastated 51 miles of river, ripping out 500-year-old cypress trees. This is a photo taken after the flood. So since we had already sort of done this in Bastrop, the same thing happened. Hays County approached us with the Texas Forest Service and said, can you do the same thing you did in Hays County, or in Bastrop County, but in Hays? So we created the Trees for the Blanco program, where it's both of these programs are free of charge to landowners. We survey their property, we order the trees, we show up with tree planting contractors or volunteers, plant the trees for them, and then we come back a year later and do the survival studies. So we're approaching our 3rd year, but after 2 years, we've replanted 200,000 trees for 100 families along 20 miles of river. So those are great projects for us. They sort of helped us understand our capacity for these larger programs and understand that, yes, we can plant a lot of trees in one time and take this on. It also grew our capacity basically overnight. We went from 3 staff to we now have about 12 full-time staff. So when the Carbon Project came up, we knew that we were going to be poised to take this on when we were approached by our city partners yet again. So with that, that's my short spiel on Tree Folks. I'm going to hand it over to Collin to give you more specifics on the Carbon Project itself.